What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate, reverse rants, no hate. Listen, did you guys not see the ringside interview with Teofimo Lopez, where he was asked about the fight, what he thought about Loma, and his fight against Ortiz? And he, said his comments about what he thought. And then he was even asked about Devin Haney. Who do you think would win between Haney and Lomachenko? And he pretty much said, I got to go with Lomachenko. I got to say Loma, man. And he asked about Shakur Stevenson versus Loma. I got to go with Loma. He said none of these guys wanted to fight Loma. I fought Loma. But he always has to remind everybody he beat Loma. Like, yeah, we know. I was one of the very few people that thought that you could beat Loma. And you beat him. Nobody can ever take that away from you. But at the same time, he's constantly saying the wrong things. Like, he's lying when he says that Devin Haney didn't want to fight him. These guys don't want to fight him. No, Devin Haney was calling out you, Teofimo, chasing you down, getting in your face. He basically called out Lomachenko several times. Remember the whole Lomachenko, because he don't want to fight me. Then you purposely don't tell the truth and let people know. Since you want to bring up history about what you did, yeah, let's not forget your boy Ryan Garcia ducked Devin Haney when he was Devin Haney's mandatory, and he didn't fight him. The same way Lomachenko ducked Devin Haney and accepted that franchise belt. Okay? Who was calling out who? Now, even though Devin's the champ at 135, he's the one calling out people. He's the one seeking. He's the hunter, but he's the champ at the same time. You, on the other hand, constantly talk about how you beat Lomachenko. You're still living in the past. And since then, all you've managed to do was fight a guy nobody wanted to see you fight. Yeah, you looked sharp in the fight, had fun in there, outboxed the guy. Now you're fighting Pedraza, another guy that Tank already beat. And somehow now, this is a great fight. Pedraza versus Teofimo. Okay. And this is what you went to 140 to do? Fight Journeyman? This is what you went to 140 to do? Okay. Well, you guys might not know this, but see, Teofimo beat Jermaine Ortiz in the amateurs. And see, he beat Lomachenko, but then Kambosos beat you. And then Devin Haney beat him twice, easily. You know you didn't do nearly as good a job against Kambosos as Haney did. Now I don't want to hear about your throat. Just like I ain't want to hear nothing about Lomachenko's shoulder. I don't want to hear nothing about none of that. When you guys win, you're just a better man. When you lose, you cry about everything. I just thought it was kind of interesting because you don't talk the same kind of shit about your boy Ryan Garcia, who basically he don't want to fight Tank at 135. So here's my thing. Since they're fighting at a catch weight of 136, well, win, lose, or draw, Ryan need to make sure he goes to 140, like he said he was going to do. Because if he fights Tank at a fucking catch weight, but then stays at 135, what does that tell you? That he was clearly trying to get an advantage. So unless he's actually going to 140, okay. Well, is anybody accusing Ryan Garcia of ducking Devin Haney like he was? And y'all talk about how small Loma is. Do y'all talk about how small Tank is? Do y'all? Because Tank is a little motherfucker too. So all of this stuff that y'all keep bringing up to try to make certain fighters look good, to make other fighters look bad, just like I said before, he was way bigger than Rigondeaux. Rigondeaux came up 2 weight fucking classes. Do y'all remember that? And Rigondeaux was 37. 37. Loma was 29. Y'all don't bring that shit up, though. And I'm just saying. So all this praising that Teofimo was doing of Loma is because he beat Loma. And see, Ryan has yet to fight Loma, Haney, or Tank. But we know that Haney want that smoke. With Tank's situation, I believe strongly that's the money team telling him, we ain't worried about Lomachenko. You got plenty of fights out there. Don't worry about Loma. We'll get to him. If he's still around, we'll get to him. He ain't important right now, though. I believe strongly it's more than that. Because I believe Tank want that smoke with all them dudes. But until that he stands up and put his foot down and say, look, I want these fights, it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be the same thing. So if him and Ryan do actually fight, keep the ball rolling after that. Keep the ball rolling. Why not? I'll tell you this. I think Teofimo Lopez is a very bitter person. I don't think his career went the way he thought it was going to go. He's not the star he thought he was. And even though he's a talented fighter, never took away from his talent, but even though he's a talented fighter, he's still not that guy. You beat you beat Lomachenko, and then you lost on your very first defense, and then all this holding your throat stuff, and yeah, whatever, man. Listen, things happen, and I get it. But the way he talks, and I'm not saying this to be sarcastic, I'm dead serious. I think something is wrong with this dude's head. I said this before. I think that Teofimo really has issues, bro. Because the things that he say, and even to say, I know y'all get mad and all that, but I gotta say it, man. You know, he's better than all of them because he's this and he's this. No, it's only because you beat him. That's all. And how can you possibly say anything about Tank and about Haney, who was definitely calling him out? But your boy Ryan ain't never called him out. Ryan ain't trying to get that fucking fight. Ryan, just like, look, Ryan Garcia, just like Raleigh, okay? Just like y'all thought, what's the other dude, Mario Barrios at 140, y'all thought that they was going to be too big for Tank. And Tank got the same disadvantages in size, just like Loma, with some of these guys. And when he beat them, it's an excuse. And that's the only reason Raleigh thought he could beat him. He just thought he was going to be too big. Mario Barrios thought he was going to be too big and strong. And so did Ryan. That's why Ryan wanted to fight him at 140. Who the fuck did he call out at 140? Nobody. So again, win, lose, or draw, Ryan need to keep his ass at 140. Otherwise, we going to know, yeah, you was just trying to clearly get an advantage over Tank. Because why fight Tank at a catch weight but then stay at 135, right? So he need to definitely make sure he goes to 140. Now, that being said, at 140, the only people that's still making noise is the Regis Pro Grace, the people that were already there. You don't hear nothing coming from Teofimo announcing a big fight. No, he's fighting Pedraza. This Raleigh Romero claimed he's going up, but he's still campaigning at 135. And we all know that his ass could definitely fight at 140. So, if you guys remember that video when I asked, what are these guys, what are the three amigos going to do different at 140 that they already refused to do at 135? Right now, 140 should be the talk of boxing. Just like the attention that the 135 division get, 140 should be getting that. But again, these guys got to want to fight. They got to bring attention to the division. But, you know, this generation is more of, let's put each other down. Let's say a bunch of outlandish things, and this is going to sell tickets. No, not really. Not really. And you got to get in the ring and back it up. At some point, you got to understand, when you make up in your mind that you're going to fight the best fighters, you do everything in your power to secure these fights. But with everything and all the complications that's been going on, again, it's something that we don't know that we're going to get even when a big announcement. No, there's no big announcement. The only big announcement is when the fight is actually on. There's an undercard and it's announced that the fight's on. Because nowadays, you just can't be too sure about anything. But just listening to this guy talk, I'm thinking like, yo, Teofimo is a very salty and bitter fucking person. You promised everybody that the best was going to fight the best and you was going to lead the charge. You was going to be the one to lead this new generation to the next era, and all you managed to do, like I said, was lose your title on the first defense and then fight two guys that nobody wanted to see you fight, but because it was your debut at 140, cool. Now all of a sudden, Pedraza, the guy that everybody shitted on when Tank whooped his ass, but now somehow he has new life. This is a whole new man now. Yeah, okay. Well, good luck on that one. But I'm not even shocked by what he said. It just get like, when I look at it, it's just like I'm thinking, do you know how you sound right now? Like, do you know how you sound saying what you're saying about these guys who was in the same seat with you, same division as you at one point? You are the reason that the fights didn't happen with Haney. You're the reason. Why you and Ryan never fought? Why Riley always talking about what y'all future plans are at 147? So all this talk about nobody wanted to fight. Who's nobody? Tank and Haney are two different people. Shakur Stevenson is not even fighting at 135 yet, and y'all sitting up here talking about none of these guys want to fight him. You are saying that because you are trying to remind people that you beat Lomachenko. That's all that is. You beat him, and Kambosos beat you. And you ran the 140 without a rematch. And the zone set you up. Remember that. It was a setup for Haney. Now all of a sudden, you're repeating Paulie saying Haney's going to drop his belts and go to 140 to avoid Loma. Man, this dude is so full of shit, man. You won 10 rounds, at least 10 rounds out of the 12. Then your dad says you won all of them. Man, something's definitely not right with these dudes. I don't know. Maybe he's having mental health issues. Something is definitely not right with the way this guy's talking. I'm like, man, this dude, it's just so crazy because I remember listening to Teofimo talking. I never remember him acting this way. But see what happens when things don't go the way you want it to. And inside, you don't want to see somebody else accomplish the shit that you thought you was going to accomplish. No, you was unified. You were never undisputed. And you was even okay with people calling you undisputed. Nah. Anyway, I'm about to close this video. It just got my attention when I was listening to him talking. I was wondering, was anybody else listening to this delusional ass guy? Because I'm sitting here like, God damn, Teofimo, when did all this shit happen to you, man? When did you start acting like that? Like since when did you start acting like this? So anyways, it is what it is. Talk to me in the comment section. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people. And I will catch y'all in the next video.